Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Cumberbatch and welcome to my channel. So, before I begin talking about the topic of the day, basically, I wanted to tell you if y'all want to work with me, anyone actually, the links and the explanation is in the description. I also give you a self concept course basically. So, all the details are in the description, and I am looking forward to working with you. So, let's begin. I have been commenting on the Reddit threads, the Neville Goddard community and the manifestation community and the law of assumption community a lot. And each post that I come across, each post that I see related to, especially related to SPs, I have been screaming at the top of my lungs for the last 1 year. If you go through my Reddit comments, you'll know that self concept, the identity, is the key. Identity is the key, and there is nothing else. See, with all the methods that is going through the internet right now, all the posts and all the videos, they talk about the techniques and techniques and techniques. Yes, getting something is very easy, but the biggest problem is sustaining it. And I have seen this over and over again. But let's take an example, okay? The people who are extremely rich, or the people who are married to somebody they love, do they wake up in the morning and they think, today I'm going to manifest this? Today I'm going to, if I don't manifest it, it is going to go away? No, it has become their identity. It is the identity with which they are living right now. And in the course of my journey, I've been talking to a lot of people. I have a lot of clients, and a lot of people, they manifest from their old identity and they still get it, but they can't sustain it. I have an example. I had one person who wanted his son back, right? And he manifested his son back in 4 days. But after that, he stopped manifesting, he stopped doing anything. And I was the one who was literally behind him. I kept saying, please, please just work on your identity, work on your identity. And a month later, he lost his son again. This was not related to death at all, okay? So he lost his son again. And then he came to me, and the first thing I said to him was, your identity had not changed. Your self concept had not changed. If your self concept was perfect, you wouldn't have been in this problem in the first place, right? Now, let's come back to the title of this post. You do not need belief, you do not need faith. Now, again, when you start out, you do not have faith. Nobody has. I didn't have it. I did not have it for a long time, but I still got the things that I wanted. But again, I made the same mistake of not having the identity. But that is another thing. We'll talk about it later. But let's begin with that. Now, the faith, the belief, the thoughts, the emotions, the feelings. Okay. One of my clients says it is feta, like feta cheese, right? So the feta, feelings, emotions, thoughts, assumptions, and all of those things, they are the byproduct of the state that you are in. They are the byproduct of the state that you are in. Most people, like Neville said, feeling is the secret, and most people, like 90% of the people that I've seen, they chase the emotions, they chase the feelings, they chase the thoughts. They do not chase the state. That is the biggest problem. Feeling, in Neville's words, does not mean what you feel in your body. Feeling is the knowing. Say, for example, your name is Jonathan. Do you feel it in your body that your name is Jonathan? No, right? You don't feel it in your body. You know your name is Jonathan, right? So, The feeling that you feel in your body is very fleeting. The emotions are fleeting. The thoughts are fleeting. They are the byproduct of the state that you are in. And even when we talk about the faith and the belief, it comes from repetition. You pick a technique, affirmations, visualization, and whatever it is that you want to pick. The more you do it, the faith, the feelings, the belief, the emotions, the thoughts, everything comes after that. Y'all are chasing the wrong things. That is the problem. And I'm not talking about sitting and robotically affirming. No, I have ways. I have my ways, and um, I help my clients with this as well. But the point is, you don't want to work with me. That is fine. But again, I will say the same thing. Repetition is what gets you there. I did not have faith. I did not have belief. If you go through my Reddit threads, my old stories, you will see that I did not have it, but I still got the things that I wanted. But I lost a lot of things as well. Now, when I changed my identity, when I changed how I thought about myself, I observed the patterns, I understood my subconscious beliefs. Only then was I able to change my identity and sustain the things that I manifested. Right now, a lot of YouTube videos I've watched, they say this having subconscious beliefs and all of these are limiting beliefs. Fine, good for you. But we are creature of habits. We are creature of habits. And what are the habits? You automatically assume certain things. Where are those assumptions coming from? You need to become aware of those assumptions, of the patterns that you're living with. You need to become aware of the things that you're thinking, of the actions that you're taking. Half of the time, you're not even aware of what you're doing. And these are the patterns that are creating your reality. Neville, Bible, and all the books, they've said it over and over again. Your I am decides what you will live and what you will see in this world. So the point is, your identity is what manifests. Your identity is what sustains, and your identity is what you see in this world, in your world, basically. Right? You can manifest whatever you want. Let's talk about money, okay? Let's talk about money. People, okay, now you have a lot of debt and you've come to a number, say $30,000, and then you will become debt free. Okay, now you manifested the $30,000. Now what? You cleared the debt. Again, you are at zero. Now what? You will manifest another $30,000? Or do you want to live a life where you have money, where you don't have to manifest the money, where you don't have to think about money? You would want that, right? So where will it come from? It will come from identity. Currently, Elon Musk is the mm, uh, richest man on this planet. Forget about all the antics. Just talk about the money aspect. Let's talk about the money aspect, right? Do you think he wakes up in the morning and he says, okay, today I'm going to manifest $40,000? Or I am going to wake up and manifest $1 million? No, he doesn't do that. He just wakes up and he knows he has that money. How do you reach that knowing? You reach that knowing by changing your identity. You reach that knowing by changing your self concept. Everything. Again, I'm repeating the same thing over and over again. But your identity is what manifests. Your self concept is what manifests. Now, with the SP part, in my previous videos, I've spoken about this, right? I'll say it again. If you're not loved, your SP will not love you. Even if you get that person by some chance, you will still see the same patterns going on, repeating in your world. You will still see the same patterns. That is the problem. So, with the SP people, again, you'll need to look into the patterns. You'll need to go back and understand where it is all coming from. And in my course, in my self concept course, I'm not trying to sell myself. I'm just telling you. And I've worked with a lot of people. So, what we do is we do unearthing, right? I speak, and I try to understand their patterns. I give them the idea as to where it is coming from. I look into all of these things, and in my post I've written 15 sessions, but they are not exhaustive. I have been working with some people for 6 months, with some people for a year. I keep working. I don't stop. I am available on WhatsApp as well, 24 by 7. I answer the questions. I don't leave your hand. Okay, and I am not going to say, okay, 15 sessions are over, whether or not you've manifested, you're done. No. mm, Take of me as being your life trainer or your manifestation trainer. I hate the word coach. See, the point being, even if you're not coming to me, it's fine. You don't need me, basically. But the point is, unearth the patterns, understand where it is coming from, see where your problems are. Once you recognize the patterns, 90% of your job is done. You don't, o- like, obviously there is certain things to do after that, but 90% of your job is done. And once you become aware, you can actively change it. You can actively change your identity. You can actively change your pattern and change your life. So that's it for today. I will be uploading more videos. I enjoy being lazy. That is the reason why I was not very um active on my YouTube, but I will be uploading more videos as the ideas come to me. But again, work on your identity, work on your patterns, work on your self concept, because once you change your self concept, you change your entire life and you get everything that you ever wanted. Again, if you want to work with me, the details are in the description. Now, another thing, I in my self concept course I have added that I have added my payment method and all of those things, and I have added an amount. If you think you can't do it, still send me an email and let me see what I can do for you. Okay, I don't want you to not be able to do it just because you can't pay that much, but still be truthful is what I want from you. All right. So I will see you in the next video. I love you all. Bye.